Do you ever see these clickbait ads that seemingly offer you something that is so spectacular and nobody knows about it and it's going to change your life forever? Yeah, this was the intention with the title of this video, except I don't really have anything to sell to you. Unit tests, a topic that's been getting more and more attention over the last few years, especially in the ABAP world. Yet companies are still often confused and very slow at adopting them. Some think that unit tests are small manual test executions that are performed by the testing team. Others claim that they want all the unit tests to be documented in a special tool. And others, again, even think that unit tests are an absolute waste of time and don't justify the additional budget spent on implementing them. I'll not go into details on what they are, whether they make sense and if they pay off in the long run, because there's already a lot about it on the internet. Instead, I'll show you a tip on how to start writing them with the help of AI. Let's look at a case where an ABAP class is already written and we want to add unit tests to it. I took the ZCL getType class from the ABAP CMIS client sample repository on GitHub, which belongs to the SAP samples package. There is a trick here though. This class is an abstract class and is also marked as final. So naturally, it can be neither instantiated nor inherited from. Let's see if Chat-GPT picks up on it. The prompt is extremely simple. We just need to tell it what we want and paste the code into it. Remember, data privacy. Whatever you send to Chat-GPT is stored by OpenAI on their servers. As we can see, it didn't pick up on it and provided code that cannot be run. Let's see if it fixes it after I bring it up. One mistake here. The local class definition should have been outside of the test class. Spot on this time, but we cannot have subclasses of a final class. And now Chat-GPT tells us that we need to either rework the class, remove the final keyword, or test it as part of a bigger framework. Honestly, I would expect this kind of a message to be shown in the first response it generated, but well, we needed to point it in the right direction. Now, after looking at the code, I realized that it also came up with something quite ridiculous. It redefined a method, which only has a super call in it, which doesn't make much sense, and is also picked up by Eclipse as an error. After bringing this issue up, it corrected it and the unit test class finally compiles and runs. Would it have been much faster if I was to do it all by myself? I would say so, providing I'm well used to writing unit test classes and know the framework and the syntax behind it. If you're new to writing unit test classes, this might actually be useful because even when working on correcting these issues, you improve your understanding of the concept and the framework behind it. If you're an experienced developer, I don't think it speeds up your work because it simply makes too many mistakes, even in simple cases like this. This is yet another episode where the same conclusion can be drawn. Chat-GPT will not be replacing developers anytime soon. In fact, senior developers have absolutely nothing to worry about right now. On the other hand, junior developers might benefit from it, especially when trying out new concepts where Chat-GPT might be their tutor that takes them by the hand and shows around. Often case, I'm also faced with the opinions that Chat-GPT is no longer the best AI chatbot and that there are alternatives that provide better quality results. I've tested this example with Bard AI, Google's new product, but the results were unfortunately even worse. If you know any other AI chatbots that are good with code, let me know in the comments and I'll check them out in the next episode. I feel like the more I work with Chat-GPT, the more I realize that the initial hype was a bit exaggerated. Let's see what the next episode brings. Thanks a lot for watching and see you again next week where I'll review AI's capability to help us extend standard S/4HANA.